today, marriage and family and all that is optional. You know what I'm saying? Like if everything work out and you show that you can handle all that, then yeah, he'll be open to it. But if you don't progress to that, he's not gonna be devastated. He's not gonna be giving up on dating and doing all the stuff that we see a lot of women do when they don't get the result that they want.
I so disagree on that one because I feel like men, it takes one time for a man to be scorned, and he will hold that for the rest of his life versus a woman who keeps dusting herself off and trying again. So I feel like
Well,
that.
you have to premise that with the idea that for men, that's optional to begin with. So men don't grow up fantasizing about what tux he's gonna wear and what his groomsmen's gonna look like. Like men ain't don't visualize that growing up. So if it's something that's optional or something he don't even care either way to begin with, it's easier for a lot of dudes to be like, nah, I'm just gonna casually date and kick it. It's not just because of the fear of being hurt again. It's actually a lot more pleasant for a man to be single. You know what I'm saying? Like it comes with a lot less headache. It comes with a lot less responsibility. So it's not just because they're afraid of dating or whatnot.
I understand what he's saying to a certain extent,
To an
but
extent, right?
nah,
Terry, you over
nah,
here killing you killing my
nah.
lady, Terry. Terry, you just sit back like
Listen,
Terry. So I'm gonna have to jump back in. I'm gonna have to change the course. Terry, what would you, as the relationship guru, define as a successful relationship?
It would have to be a relationship where both people get to express their thoughts and feelings openly without being penalized for them. You know what I'm saying? Without having to censor what they say. It has to be rooted in mutual respect. That's the only way that any real relationship can last over time. Um, and they have to actually be compatible. They have to be compatible, and they have to have an effective way of resolving disagreements or misunderstandings. If you got those four pillars in place, you can set the foundation for a stable relationship that can lead to family, that can lead to 15, 20 years together, etc.
I can give you that. I can give you that. Listen, you said you've been married, right? You said you've been married for 16 years, right?
Actually,
Terry,
Going on 16. June will be 16 years.
okay, so it's just 15 and like 3/4. So it's three
Yeah.
15.
good. That's beautiful. So you've been married all
Smartest
this time.
math.
Have you? Oh, well, I don't even want to say that part, but like, is your wife happy? Is she happy? Like, you're saying all this really, 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 really good stuff. Like, and you're making this. I feel that. But what is your wife? Where's she at? Is she happy?
Uh, I
Damn.
would think so. I think my wife lives a pretty cool lifestyle. Um, she if you had to just like randomly poll women on what they would look for in a guy that they would consider husband material, I think most women would be happy with a six figure husband that they never have to fear putting their hands on them. That has the type of swag and personality that he can be around her friends, her coworkers, her family, etc. That has the ambition, the professionalism, and the leadership that she can live a stable lifestyle and have her Louis purses and hop out her Benz looking fly type shit. I think that's a lifestyle most women can envision. So is she happy? I think.
So let me. I don't mean to cut you off, but just to interject just a little bit. The whole lifestyle that you just described and everything, like y'all been together 16 years. 16 years, that ain't been easy. And I don't mean to be all in y'all business, but somebody might have left out somewhere. Somebody might have cheated somewhere. Y'all might have came back together.
Yeah, yeah. I cheated early on in our marriage.
Uh huh.
That's
So it's not all about luck. She really loves you to take you back and cheat. That y'all have
well,
kids.
nah. That's she didn't have to take me back because she didn't catch me cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't get caught cheating. Um, I told her about the cheating at a time where I was ready to leave and I was moving out to stay with one of my partners. So it wasn't like I got caught cheating and just had to beg for her back type situation. She didn't have no clue about the cheating until I told her. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't the typical cheating situation.
Right. Wasn't like you got caught.
Yeah, I didn't get caught. I told her, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Listen. I
Kept it a
commend
hundred.
you. With that, I commend you.
Okay.
But in the event, just because you tell the truth, don't make it right. I might kill that person over there, yeah, but I'm about to go to jail. Now I was honest. You get what I'm saying? But she loved you enough still, and you loved her enough still.
What do you want him to say? Do you want him to just say like, "Yo, my wife is the greatest person alive"? Terry, can you just say that?
yeah, my wife is the greatest woman alive. Like,
There
I
it is.
mean,
Like,
like we had, me and my wife had a lot of the like
how you
the my advice is centered around trying to help women prevent the problems that my wife kind of brought to the marriage, the things that led me to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for the first year, some change, I was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the frustration of her not fixing the issues that we've talked about 60, 70 times that made me start fucking my old hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm able to explain how a man can get in that predicament, and how you can and I'm trying to transition to how that same man can be with the same woman, and the woman operates in a way now the where right now I'm out of town. I have a company car, a company hotel, a company phone, and money, and I'm in Denver where it's legal, so I got plenty of weed to smoke.
Like a boss.
I could be running through some thoughts in Denver if I wanted to, but I'm in a position where it's not worth losing what I have. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to teach women how to make. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to teach women how to make their men experience dating them like that, to where he doesn't feel it's worth fucking over her for. You know what I'm saying? Like, and unfortunately, a lot of women don't really want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Because it comes off as criticism or whatnot. But that's the goal. My philosophy is set around eliminating the things that have been proven to create problems. That seems like super simple, right? If you can just eliminate it, and from a male perspective, that's how you get a lot of pussy. You don't do the things that make a woman curve you. You know what I mean? Like, so if you operate with that type of simplicity, you're going to have success. And from a male perspective, it's a lot easier to do.
Do you not agree? I
Well,
feel like
agree.
you
Hold on.
playing the part so you can get what you want to get, and then later
Nah,
on,
you're not playing a part if you're being authentic. You're not playing a part if you're not lying or deceiving women. You're not lying. You're not playing a part if you telling them about your real life and what you really do.
part
That,
you
to me, that's called being real.
you
No,
part you
but
part.
listen. Hold on, Terry. Here, Tasha. I know exactly. I think I know exactly what you're talking about. But what, like he just said, if it's authentic, you can't see.
It's not a
For,
mask if it's real.
right. Like for example, this is a prime example. This just happened to me with a young lady. Right. So I this young lady stays like 45 minutes from me, right? And we talking on the phone. We've been talking for about 2 weeks. Like we've been talking, pretty heavy, but just on the phone. You know what I mean? Haven't met her or nothing. Just seen pictures. She's seen pictures of me. So, I had reached out to her and I'm talking to her. I told her, let's go out on a date. You know what I'm saying? I'll take you out. We can go out and go get something to eat, something like that. She was like, that sounds all right. You know what I mean? That sounds like a good idea. I'm like, great. So then she turns around and says, "Hey, can you come over and give me a hug?" I said, "Come give you a hug, right?" So now this is where the mask either stays on or comes off. Now I already when she asked me for that, I already knew I had two choices. The first choice was to bullshit and keep my mask on and say, "Oh yeah, baby, I'll come give you a hug," and drive over there and give her a hug, faking it just to get some pussy, because that's what it would be. Or I could keep it 100 and say, "Hell no, I ain't coming to give you no motherfucking hug. What the fuck I look like? That ain't me. I'm not that nigga. I don't want no pussy no more."
I'm about to say, man, that sound like you headed down Friend Zone Avenue with some shit like that. Who the fuck is going to drive across town to give a woman a hug?
But it's niggas who would, exactly. It's a lot of niggas who would run and jump up and go get that hug
That's
just to
but
hug
that to me, only
and
dudes that are not successful with women do shit like that. Like, I've
exactly.
never seen a dude that's actually successful with women jump through hoops for pussy like that. Like,
Thank you, man. Thank you. Pretty
Shit,
clap, Terry.
Jerry,
Well, yeah.
shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, wait. talk about me specifically, but you're right on that. But yeah, on the queen, for the queen, I know
I
she be going
mean,
through,
there
she be
could
going
be
through
some
some
special
special, some
issues,
special guys.
but
She has some special
All
guys.
right, all right, all right. Look. These questions. We Terry.
I didn't
Thank you for
have
this. We
Terry
got
answer for
Terry.
me, but they
We
gonna
got
be on the spot, man.
we got Terry. Terry during the relationship grew online with us. Join the conversation if you want to. Jump right in. You can ask Terry questions. You can pose scenarios, and Terry will help you work through them. So I got another question. I think this is a good one. Has the divide between men and women grown larger in the 2010s because ladies want to be so independent and men don't even, like you said, men don't even really give a fuck that much. If you want to be independent, cool, whatever. Just let me have some sexes, whatever, and we can, parlay. Do you think the divide has grown larger?
I think the divide in people getting what they want out of dating has becoming wider. Women are not getting married at the rate that they used to get married at, and that's a big problem. They're not having children at the same rate either, so that's very problematic for a lot of women. The problem is a lot of women don't really identify the causes of that predicament. It gets blamed on all kind of extra shit, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but throughout my life, all the women that I know that are attractive, that are easy to get along with, that are reasonable, rational, etc., they all wifed up. You know what I'm saying? Like they always taken like the women that actually have a realistic, fair perspective on dating, the ones that have realistic expectations. Those are the ones that are easy. That's it's easy to make work with if you get with a dude this rational, reasonable, and got his shit together. You know what I mean? Like so, the women that usually struggle with that, there's usually a reason why the men that fuck with them fall out of love or unhappy, get tired of the pussy and decide to move on. You know what I'm saying? Like get tired of dealing with the extra and the drama, etc. Like and so a lot of women just don't really take the ownership and the accountability to realize why the men that loved them, went out their way to get them, was spent money on them, was willing to spend their life with them, change their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like there's always a reason for the mind change.
when have a man ever took the time to tell a woman what she could change so that she can change to be that
Man,
woman?
Oh,
man,
can I
I've
answer
been.
that? Terry? Can I answer that?
And I'm
Wait,
talking
wait,
about
hold
when
up,
they're
wait.
they're making it up for this woman to go on to be a better woman,
Okay.
and you want her to be able to recognize this about herself. When would a man actually sit down and be like, "Baby, them characteristics of yours, I swear, yeah, that's just a wife right there. That's a
Yeah,
wife. That grits you cook, the house you clean up. Like you ain't saying that. You don't
when
say nothing
when would
until
a
it's bad,
when would a lady
and
ever
that's
take the
what you bring it up.
motherfucking time to listen if you got a
yeah.
motherfucking issue like that? Like if I be like, baby, let's sit down and talk about this. Like, the shit you be doing X, Y,